Well, yeah, you will.
We should do an all-night
Anti-comfy for you.
stream
Oh,
at one
that'd be so much
point
fun.
and have like pull an all-nighter. We'll get snacks and drink, and we'll hang out all night, and then we'll fall asleep at 2 a.m. because we're just too tired.
Hey, guess what? That's every stream for me.
Yeah.
Hey, do you guys want to roll some handy-dandy initiatives?
I gotta find me first.
Nothing I would rather do.
Oh, there I am. Why do I still have... Oh, I
no?
never put my health up.
Yes, you're bad, innit?
Even my final form.
Hey!
Just more and more babushka.
Yeah.
Every time.
This is the episode Tobias turns into a babushka.
Okay, hold on. How many of you have seen Umbrella Academy?
No.
I was in that show, actually. I was the umbrella.
Oh, nice, good. There was a.
I'm missing several
old
initiative
Russian
rolls here.
Who's?
Are you?
A Tobias and
Hey,
a
mine.
Barut.
I rolled a 7.
I'll take it. I rolled an 8 before, but I'll take the 18.
Do you want me to re-roll it?
I can put you on. What are you? A 16. Okay, dokie. Then we do this. Then we say, hey, Barut, it's clear that they're almost bestial. Like, okay, we're having a conversation with them. This is when you remember that ogres are monsters. There is a reason that even in a fairly relaxed place like Palmaro, they are not inside the town. They get this battle lust come over them that is just so intense, and it is only encouraged by the almost religious yelling of these neblings. What do you want to do?
Yeah, I can see their eyes going over. I know they're going into. Yeah, okay, all right. Then in that case, I'll shout "wait" because I did. But as I'm shouting "wait," I will look at whichever one of them appears to be the biggest threat.
This one has a fortress on its back filled with neblings.
Yeah, so that's the one that I'm gonna target. And I'm actually gonna move first, and I'm gonna move over this way and step there, and then I am going to cast Guiding Bolt.
Also, of note, obviously, all the swamp puddles are difficult terrain.
Yes.
Guiding Bolt hits.
Yeah, so it's a good thing that that was a level 3 spell.
Woohoo! Hee-hee-hoo! Shame it did garbo damage.
21 garbage damage.
Luckily, they're ogres. They're strong. To a regular person, they're strong. You have fought much stronger things. So this ogre is like in the process of standing up. It takes this one much longer because of the almost like artillery platform of a fortress on its back, and it has to like heft on the chains. Also, the neblings are climbing up it as it's standing up. So you just smack it in the side with a guiding bolt that makes its whole arm glow as it's trying to stand up, and it hesitates and flinches for a moment, and then keeps on pushing against the mud.
And I am going to cast Shield of Faith on myself as well.
Virik, it's clear everything's going horribly wrong.
Yep. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And
there you are.
Is that considered in the shade of the tree?
Yes.
Good. Then I'm going to blink here.
Mm-hmm.
Oops, not in the tree. Just, and then I'm going to do this.
What are you doing?
I'm going to cast it there.
Okay,
in that
will
square.
hit all 4 of them.
Yes,
Luckily
and it's
I have
13.
4.
13 DC.
They all fail.
Yeah!
They all get very not close at all.
I love that.
So all 4 of them are coated in a bluish light. Like again, they're getting ready. You basically get a surprise round on them because they're just not even like standing yet. So there's blue sticky magic casts all over them, making them glow in the forest. Darkness. And that's your turn.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. Time for some nebblings. Let me get up the monster guide.
Oh, damn, they're fast.
How many nebblings are on that guy's back?
4.
4. Okay. That's
I got
terrifying.
a little symbol there to help
Yeah.
remind me.
Oh, it does say 4 on it.
Oh,
I
I
was
got
like
a
a
certain
caution
way to
symbol.
What?
Yeah.
Caution symbols look like in
I
Western Canada.
No, to be perfectly honest with you, I'm just far away from my monitor. That's literally all it
see,
is.
because of how far I move, I zoom out the fight massively every time, and so now I'm just like, well, what? Can't say that.
As the nebbling that rushes up to you, Barut, pulls this pickaxe from its belt. Again, pretty nice fucking quality. He actually mutters in giant, mostly to itself. It's like, they know too much. And
I have a 21 AC at the moment.
a hardcore miss. It's like against the like you back up enough that it just kind of hits your leg and skims off. It does not deal any damage at all. This one will trudge its way out of the swamp and throw a javelin at Virik. It has to get a little bit
Ooh,
closer.
okay.
Yeah, the nebblings have javelins on their back.
Hey, it's a throwing weapon.
Yeah, I'm ready. It's gonna be fun.
Hey, Virik, it's gonna hit.
Yeah. Okay. How much damage?
Let me check. 3. Yeah, you catch the javelin.
I'm gonna spend a key point and throw that back at him.
It's the right choice.
I'll just do a
I don't know what you have to do. I have no idea. I don't know how your mechanics work.
Ping the thing.
All right, all good.
Yep. So I throw it back.
You
with,
would
like, a throw
have disadvantage because he's 25 feet away.
That's okay. I'll just do throwing star and then tell me how much to roll if I don't hit.
Just
I haven't
throw
thrown a
it.
javelin.
It like launches into that tree there, which is still impressive, but you don't really have the arm strength to be a javelin
Yep, that's
main.
fair.
And the other nebbling there will throw a javelin at Aelinor, which is gonna hit. Good job, champ. It's gonna hit for 10 damage. This is just a straight up, like, it's one of those things where the javelin doesn't pierce your armor or anything, but it's a fucking square shot to the middle of your chest that just wins you and sends you staggering back. There's actually quite a lot of strength in these little boys. Next up is Tobias. Yeah, well, you know, you saw the initiative order. This is on you, boy. But at least we know you're not a villain because you didn't eat your apple with like a knife, which is the foreshadowing of villainous
Well, that's what
intent.
Tobias was actually doing behind that tree.
That's-
While this whole conversation was happening. He was like, "Oh, an apple." Just like,
That's the heel turn we're all expecting, is Tobias to go bad.
I'm gonna put my hunter's
He's a
mark on
loose
this
cannon.
guy, the guy with the ballista,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna shoot him twice with a longbow.
Please try. Yeah, I don't know why I'm checking the AC. That hits.
And
That also
more
hits.
than that. Okay, so he takes that, plus that, plus that, plus that.
Combat is much easier to count when you're not here.
22.
Because it's so many small increments of damage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Actually,
22.
I know.
I'm gonna-
I did it.
going
I know.
there. I'm gonna go here and like
Goes
try to
sideways.
position myself behind this tree so that if he shoots his javelin at me, hopefully, or his javelin, his ballista, it hopefully doesn't connect. Anyways,
We'll just destroy the tree instead.
Those arrows hit deep into the ogre. Even though you haven't fought ogres before, you fought big creatures like that. You know, you need to get the arrows in deep into their like innards to really do any harm, and you do. The arrows like go in right to the fucking feathers, and the ogre staggers back and is kind of like trying to track you with the ballista, but then you go behind trees and you hear it swear out.
excellent.
luckily-
That's my turn.
Next, it's the turn of the guy with the Neblings on his back, which I forgot to take a turn for, so let's just say their first turn was getting ready.
They had to climb up his back for the
They had to
long
climb up, yeah.
Yeah. Why not, right? That sounds reasonable. One of them with a broken shoulder, no less.
This thing, as it moves, everything jangles and shifts, and the chain loops around him, groan and creak. And as he marches up beside Aelinor and goes to take a hit, an attack, he just swings heavy, slowly with this mace that splashes down into the mud. A wave of mud and swamp water setting out the fire with a shh. But he misses. Next up is the one with the ballista, who kind of tries to follow up to aim at you, Tobias, but then, you know, not only do you go behind a tree, but there's the other ogre in the way as well. So instead it just shifts its aim to Aelinor, the person it can see the easiest, and is going to fire. And is gonna hit.
Uh-oh.
Oh, fuck.
That was an excited boy.
I'm gonna rage in a second.
The secret level of barbarian you took that nobody knew about.
Look, when you get to roll damage dice like this, you're excited. Even though it only dealt 10 damage, this giant, like, log is launched out. Like, you hear this ballista move and clunk and creak as it's fired. So I think like everything goes quiet for a moment as it sails across the air. And most likely, Aelinor, you manage to jump behind cover, but it just splinters and explodes and covers you in shrapnel of it. But next up, it's your turn.
How much damage was that
10.
again?
10.
10, thank you.
So-
Alright.
Now you get to get your anger out.
I'm gonna move over here. So I kind of have cover. And I'm gonna attack it.
My roll 20 is being slow. You might need to yell out. My everything.
Whoa,
go.
whoa! And you appear on the other side.
Yeah. That is a hit.
Aelinor learned how to blink.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Oh my god.
God.
And by the way, Aelinor, I literally just told you in chat to remember you had advantage on attacking
know
that guy
you
from
did.
Guiding Bolt,
I
and you
forgot.
did not attack with advantage.
I forgot. You literally just told me.
I literally
That-
just told you.
Is a brutal hit. You just can, like, as you run around, cleave into the fat of the ogre as you spin around it. The ogre doesn't go down, but it does fall to one knee, heaving. You see the Neblings, like, trying to smack it in their head, trying to get it to, like, get back up and, like, pull on the chains, but it does
Can
not
I
help
use
it.
my second attack with advantage from the guiding bolt?
No.
That's not how that works.
Advantage is gone forever.
Gone
Luckily-
forever.
You needed it. So
That is a hit.
oh, never mind.
The armor isn't really on it.
Roll at 2.
Yes, I would reroll the 2. Also, I have a question. I haven't done it in this game, but I believe I can by the rules. Can I smite again?
Yeah.
Smiting doesn't take an action.
Yeah, no, I think we've done. I think the reason when there's like multiple
Well,
smite
I
types
wasn't
of spells, it came
sure.
up before and was like you can't do like a blinding
you-
smite and then a
you don't-
radiant smite.
Well, because smite, the attack ability is different from the smite spell.
Exactly.
But you wouldn't let me do both anyway, so I wasn't sure if I could smite normally.
No, I think you can smite twice if it doesn't take any sort of action to do so.
That's your like home
Yeah,
base
yeah,
stuff from
yeah.
passing.
Yeah, you can. It was the logic of like smiting and I don't even think I would disallow it now that I think about it. But with that, you do kill this hefty boy,
Excellent.
sending him crashing down, and with him,
I'm gonna move over here. Just to fuck that one in particular.
Because fuck that guy.
Oh, there's so many.
Yeah,
4.
Yeah.
Okay.
this could go forward.
And I'm going to bonus action cast Shield of Faith.
Please do.
Before I forget.
Next up is the ogre with the club, who is just going to charge. Stomping.
So-
And misses. Tries to swing
Oh
at
my
you with this
God.
big club. All the like blades on the top of it are obsidian, and it just cleaves this tree open as it swings at you. In fact, it's strong enough to just straight up knock over that tree completely.
Well, there goes your cover, Tobias.
Oh.
Brute.
Yeah. I mean, alright. This guy tried to swing at me with a pickaxe. I'm not exactly thrilled at him right now. So
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, you know. But I'm just gonna swing at him with my sword.
You hit. Yeah.
For 7 slashing damage.
You don't kill the measly goblin in one hit.
What a surprise.
Yeah.
I need to write slashing into that damage spot because it's bugging me real bad. I didn't have a type. I have now
Anything else you want to
corrected
do?
it. No. No. And I'm not moving either, because fuck this one guy in particular.
Wyrick.
Wyrick?
Wessel?
I'm going to attack this guy, and I have advantage.
Wessels.
Wessels.
Yes, you do.
Yes.
Right.
So, blap blap.
I should put these symbols on. I didn't do it earlier because I was lazy.
Hey.
They both hit.
Hey. I'm gonna do flurry of blows. So I.
I like to think you're just punching him in the kneecap.
Yep.
Ogres aren't
But-
exceptionally tall. You can get some face punches off.
uh,
Pow,
So
pow,
like,
pow,
yeah,
pow.
the kneecap.
and remember my punches are now key infused, so it also looks all smoky.
That's true. Doesn't affect resistances or anything. Tobias already checked.
No, but it's just for the sake of like it's doing damage.
Mhm. Yeah, you
Okay.
like literally this ogre that's come up to you, knocks down a tree. You just freaking flurry at him, and the ogre's like, like a tusk is launched out. Spittle is frothing at the mouth. It can't
Then?
handle it.
I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
And I'll go here 7. Hi.
Hilarious.
It's
I have a
nibbling
feeling
time.
that there might be some tactical decision about something there. Don't know what, though. Curious.
The Nebblings that kind of like they try to half jump, half like ride the ogre fortress coming down, and then will launch off. One of them goes and swings at you, Aelinor, but you easily parry. It's like a clumsy attack. I'll get all the way over there, but can't do anything else. And this one will throw a javelin at Aelinor, which misses. And this one will do the same. Got you, get only back up. Pew, but hits! For 2 damage. A glancing blow.
Commendable. It's a good effort.
Getting damage off on Aelnor in general is an effort.
Good show, old chap.
One of the fairy fired ones throws a javelin at Aelnor, which also hits for 4 damage.
You made me bleed my own blood.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Tobias, speaking of, someone who holds that mentality very well.
I am going to enact a plan with several steps. Step 1
Ooh.
is going to be shooting the guy I shot last time, the ballistaman.
Oh!
Okay.
I'm glad I put
He
fairy
just
fire on
eat
him.
his last whore.
So he takes that amount of damage.
It's brutal damage, but it's not a kill.
Perfect. So then my bonus action is going to be to put Hunter's Mark Jr. on him also, and then shoot him with another longbow attack.
It's a hit. Yeah, absolutely. As the first shot is like a proper critical hit, like you hit them in the neck and it just starts frothing blood and they kind of bring a hand up to clasp around it. Second one is just in the head and the ogre stumbles backwards before falling back into the bog. The crossbow launching a ballista bolt up into the sky as it does.
That's gonna kill someone.
In about 20 seconds, it's going to come back down and hit him directly in the stomach.
Okay, and then I guess I will stand here and put away my bow and draw my short swords.
So
that's my
these
turn.
2 ogres are dead, so next up is Aenor's turn.
My turn. Alright, so fuck that one in particular.
Mm-hmm.
I remembered my advantage.
Yep, that's a
Proud
hit.
of you.
Yeah, it is turned into mincemeat.
Alright.
Just
and then let's
removed
get that one.
from this world. You wouldn't have advantage on this
I
one.
would not have advantage on that one, no. I forgot to take it
I was
off.
gonna say remember your advantage, but I thought, hey, maybe you'll remember. That's a hit.
Nope. I remembered once in my turn, that's it. That's
And
all you
that
get.
is a kill.
No.
Just a yeah.
Okay, cool.
Off with their head.
I like to think it was
What's that?
one swing from one to the other.
Oh!
You know what? We'll say it's that one. I choose not to kill. I
Okay.
just knock it out.
Yeah, the one that gave Brute some bother. Cool.
I would like to leave one ogre and one little thing.
Well, this is
alive.
the only ogre living.
Yeah, so this one, if we could, people. Try to keep it
Okay.
alive.
I'm glad you're vocalizing that.
Yeah.
This ogre is a little bit confused because Virik just disappears, and then kind of hears Aelnor trudging up towards it, and decides it probably wants to fight the one with the bow. Historically, to ogres, they're usually much easier prey.
He drew his swords.
Then
Yeah,
the one
but
with
it's an
the
ogre.
blood-covered greatsword.
And it will swing at you and again miss, the club just falling into the mud and dirt. Barut, surrounded by neblings. One of them's asleep.
I'm going to shout at the ogre in giant.
Okay.
Sorry, I was chewing a sour key. I'm an idiot. But what I'm going to shout is, don't you think it would be wise to put down your weapons and simply tell us why you're special, rather than us having to remove it from your cold, dead hands?
He absolutely fails and drops the club. Like, you kind of see his eyes kind of like... "Bleh." Drops the club into the mud.
Yeah. Good. And that's my turn. Actually, no. Yeah, it is. I lied. It's my turn. It's fine.
Virik, this one before you is clearly charmed.
Okay. Am I considered in the shade of the tree there, or do I have to step back?
Get a little deeper.
Okay. So, would this square
Yeah, sure.
count?
Just yeah.
Okay. So
Those kind of corner ones are a little.
I'm gonna step back, and then bonus action, bamf up here, and then from behind just come and flap this guy.
Just dishonored him. Those are both hits.
Sweet.
Yeah, punch him to death.
I come from behind and just do the.
Yeah, that's what I imagined, and it just falls into the mud to get swallowed up by it because they're only little small
I'm just
things.
gonna turn to the one that's over here alive and just look at him.
There's some in here. I can't find one for you right now. I bought a bunch of sour candy off Amazon.
The right choice.
It's a troubling choice.
I like the Sour Patch Kids are the watermelon ones in particular.
That's fair.
Like in a watermelon shape, and they are amazing. It's the only kind I like.
All right, Gneblings.
My AC is 19 now, by the way.
It does not hit a 19, but that doesn't stop him trying.
Yeah.
Ooh. There's no way they have this big a modifier. Nope, they were one off. This one is going to throw a javelin at Virik.
Yep.
What's your AC right now?
13.
It's a miss.
Oh, damn. Okay, well, I accidentally clicked it when I was moving my mouse away. Ignore that.
Bad. Bad to the bone.
I'm so used to things just never missing.
Fighting goblins on roids. This one gets like Aelinor isn't even looking. The javelin just is a blind miss. And Tobias.
I'm gonna make an attack at the one to the right of Ruid,
Mm-hmm.
which is not an advantage. 14.
That's a miss. Actually brings up its shield. Takes it.
That same one again. Just for funsies.
That's a hit.
Perfect.
It's not a kill.
And as I do that, I need to get a. Yeah, I'm just gonna like run up the guy's like maul that he hit slammed into the ground as he's dropping it and just jump off him to the other side to get over there. And that's my turn. Actually,
The
I guess
first
I'll put
arrow
my-
just hits that Nebling shield. The second one probably also hits the shield, goes fucking through it. It's like a blood splatter and a cry. You pierce into him, but he's not dead yet.
And I guess I'll move my hunter's mark to this guy. Because
Sure.
why not?
Sure. A whole bunch of ogres who aren't doing anything, and then Aelinor, who's like the only person in the team who's damaged because you're scary. That's a miss. You're attacking the one. Yeah, you could shoot at the
This
one
one.
above you.
Yeah.
That's a hit. That is a kill.
Cool. Let him move right there. That's
Okay.
better.
Brute.
Well, Tobias was shooting this guy, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the one to the right of you is injured. Trying to pry the arrow like out of its arm that's like fused it to its shield.
Right. I kind of just want to leave him to let Tobias finish him off, to be honest. So I'm gonna attack the one that Aelinor and I are surrounding.
Brutal.
That's a hit. Casting inflict wounds on a goblin.
Oh my god. This poor goblin.
There's nothing left.
I don't
I'm gonna
feel
turn and
much.
just speak to the one who's like got the shield stuck to him now, and just say, "You sure you want to do this?"
Virik.
Flap flap.
Both
Oh wow.
miss.
Not okay with this.
Both hit.
Hey, that's more like it.
You punch this one down just like the others. At
He
this
dodges
point,
the first two, looks a little confident, and then just.
yeah.
right
At this
off the
point,
head.
the other goblin, the one that has its the nibbling with the arm pierced by the arrow, is like looks around, sees Virik just snap another neck, like he's fucking Superman. He's like, in giant because you've been speaking it. He's like, yeah, I will. Don't hurt me.
Then stay still. Don't run, or we'll be forced to shoot you.
Oh, Barut, we didn't need to.
I'm very important. I know lots of things.
I would
We're gonna have
rather-
to separate them.
Well, yes, of course.
Like,
Oh, but don't you
that's
think
so
it'll
much
be more
work.
fun?
No, I don't think it'll be more fun to keep two of them alive.
Look, Eleanor, we always do the thing where we only keep one alive, and to be perfectly honest with you, it's not a good look. If we want to make sure that people understand that we're trying to be good to these people, to this group of individuals, we don't want to kill them. We simply want to stop the conflict between the groups. We can't go around just killing everyone in the same group.
I don't think
Uh-oh.
there's any redemption.
At this point, this goblin tries to start sneaking
this
away. It does
Oh,
not
I'm
get
not.
above your passive
I'm just-
stealth.
I'm just gonna grab him by the shoulder and like pull him back and just like sit him
Wait,
down.
we're still in combat, aren't we?
That's
No,
the
I don't
last
think we are.
foe. That's the last one left.
Oh, has he given
don't-
up? Because I was gonna do something on my turn.
He's giving
Nah,
up.
he's giving up.
But Eleanor and Brute are arguing
Oh,
about it.
okay.
We're
cool.
having
On-
conversation
on my
about it.
turn. Oh, I measured it. I was 50 feet away. I'm gonna cast Zephyr Strike, move beside him, use my bonus action to go into a barbaric rage, and attack him with both of my short swords.
Oh my god!
And then
so
just... What were we? What are you guys talking about?
I'm like literally holding him still right now. Just-
Shank. Oh.
Yeah, this goblin
What
just
do you guys-
explodes like a ketchup packet.
Perfect. And it, like has this.
Well,
with a bloody hand,
I was
smacks
gonna-
Tobias on the back of the head.
Wait, what are you guys talking about over here?
Tobias,
Tobias, we're having a discussion.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were still fighting.
That was
goblins.
horribly rude to interrupt, first of all. Second of all, I was going to keep that one alive. That's why
Yeah.
I was going to make a point by saying which one should we keep alive to the goblin, having him rat out his companion, and thus proving
Precisely.
that they're all terrible, and we should murder them all.
at the very least, we would
And
have
you've proven
had
that.
a discussion to be had about it. There was at least a social experiment to be, but to be fair, these aren't goblins.
I don't know what they are.
Neblings, I believe is the term. It's I read it in a book a while back, but I'm not.
What the heck is a nebbling?
Similar to a goblin. Think like cousin to a goblin.
Point still stands.
I should have attacked Baruit.
They're actually kind of
Baruit smacks you on the back of the head again.
You guys are getting blood everywhere.
This, like, first of
She
all,
says to Tobias, still caked in blood from like things that we fought weeks prior.
and from the combats that you've been
This
doing,
cloak didn't
calm
start
down.
off being red. It used to be a white cloak in season 1.
Oh, that's so true. Yeah, this cloak is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we
great.
have snow.
Turn back to the ogre who's dropped his club now, and I'm just gonna say, well, you can, Eleanor, you can deal with this. You speak to him. I'll speak to the ogre. And Burrow's gonna walk over to the ogre who has now dropped his club, and I'm just going to motion him back towards the campfire. And I'm gonna say,
The camp
"You
which
can't
is upturned and like filled with
Yeah.
corpses, and
yeah.
the
But, like,
fire is all burnt out.
we should at least go sit, don't you think, to have a conversation? I still want to learn
Sit
your
and
history.
polite, and it sits like right on the corpse of the one with the crossbow,
Yeah,
which kind of
Good.
squeezes it, and you hear
Yeah.
things crunch
yeah.
and burst.
Now,
Oh.
where did that ballista bolt go? Is it still up in the air?
Now it's funny, I was counting,
'Cause-
and it lands directly on this guy.
Damn it.
And it's like, let me... As the ballista bolt just lands, piercing him from head to chops. And eyes roll back.
I knew it was gonna happen. I knew it.
When that starts happening, Tobias in character is gonna be doubled over laughing.
Burwin actually just sits down and laughs his ass off. Just like...
What? Just the fuck?
How's your conversation going, Bruin?
Real good.
I'm
Burwin's
tying
gonna
up
walk up to him and
the
pat him
sibling.
on the shoulder. Yes, speak with dead.
Is this like Beetlejuice where his ghost has like a giant arrow going through it?
Usually, but not in this context.
Oh.
The ogre spirit, because it died so quickly, is very corporeal. It actually looks just like a spectral version of this ogre that kind of launches out of its body like it's astral projecting. Kind of looks around.
Your friend shot a ballista bolt straight up, and it landed on your head when you sat down, unfortunately. So, I'm terribly sorry. You've died, but I still want to hear your story.
What do you want to know?
Oh, goodness. One moment, please. Oh,
You can't make this shit up. Like,
this is going to be an excellent chapter. So,
People won't believe this one.
I know. That's the beauty of it. So, I want to know, why are you special?
The bigger ogre chose us.
Chose you to do what?
Their god wills clearing out the past. No more humans. No more halfmans. No more elves.
Interesting. Now, why do they want that?
The fireman wants that.
The fireman.
Ignas.
Ignas. And where is Ignas?
Heavens.
And who told you about Ignas?
Just kind of glosses off to the side.
Well, where did you come from?
Just kind of
Yeah,
dully
still
staring at all the scenery.
Yeah. It's never certain whether or not it's, he just doesn't know the answer to that or if he's just done talking to me. So it's always worth checking. Burwick's just gonna pat the corporeal being and walk back to Eleanor. Still
And
kind
the
of
thing is, yeah, that spirit remains there for quite some time, sort of looking
Yeah.
over the scene of carnage.
Yeah. Oh, that was... Oh, no one's going to believe that when I write it in my book. That's just... That's one of those things that you hear in a bard's tale where I myself would have just been laughing at it because it's such a ridiculous thing. It never would have happened. But here we are. Oh, I
the
need
best part is someone's gonna maybe stumble upon this and just like wonder how and why.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a beautiful thing, really.
Like he's
Tobias.
just gonna become a skeleton on a stick.
Yes. On top of another
On top
skeleton.
of another skeleton.
Oh, I honestly, it's grim work sometimes.
You
Honestly,
gotta laugh. You gotta
Yeah.
laugh though.
the amount of carnage we see, it actually does wear on the soul. But sometimes,
Absolutely. I say as I'm finishing tying up the little tiny one.
The unconscious
Like,
Nebula.
you want me to heal him now?
This is such a morbid scene. We're just like laughing, like I'm just like wiping the blood off my eyes.
Everywhere.
good characters tag. I'll remind you all, good characters tag.
See, this is why I punch I don't get blood on myself. Well, mostly. A little bit.
As there's like smatterings of blood all over your fists. Oh.
So,
At least it doesn't spray over the rest of me.
So Ignis, that's an interesting word. Name. Oh, you're doing it this time, are you? Well, that's healing.
Well, fire,
well, we'll see.
fire elemental, like thing.
Ignis.
No.
Now, Ollie, I speak Primordial. Ignis is a variant of Primordial in 5e.
So it has Ignan, I
Ignan.
believe. It's
Okay.
a similar
But
thing.
Yeah. So like I would be able to piece together that it's Primordial.
It's a fiery. It
Yeah.
means like fire-ish in Primordial, but also in like all languages. You know.
Yeah.
More or less.
Yep. Well, apparently Ignis is in the heavens, so we're looking for someone who told them about Ignis and told them they were chosen. So a prophet. Someone either professing a truth that is horrifying or professing a falsehood and
Well,
pursuing their own agenda.
These aren't the
Sounds familiar.
first giant kin we've met who have
They are not.
been conversing with some form of
Primordial focused prophet?
Yeah.
Yes. No. Funny how these things seem to come back around to
Also,
us.
Not the first one we've seen that are now acting differently than they used to be.
Yes. Well.
Shall we wake up the little gray man?
Yep.
Give him a slap.
No.
Just a little point of healing.
Catch his hand.
A single
No,
point
no,
of lay on
no.
hands.
A single point of lay on hands.
1 point of damage as
Those
well.
are
which
2
we-
points of healing by a slap.
Yeah, there you go.
You give him a minute point of healing, and the Nebbling kind of comes to, eyes groggy, seeing the four of you tall folk surrounding it, seeing itself tied up. You see its muscles kind of like strain for a couple of moments before it realizes what's gone on.
Burrow is going to like sit down cross-legged in front of it and put his sword kind of into the dirt, into the muck, in between his legs, like ready to pull out and everything. And he's just gonna look at him.
Really, that's terrible for your sword.
I know.
Pull the edge.
I'll mend it. I'll mend it later. It's fine. So you really look.
Thematically, it's worth it.
Look, I'm trying to make an impression here. This is.
I understand, but what kind of warrior puts their sword in the mud?
You know what? Here.
I mean,
Burrow's
I do
gonna pass
spells all the
the
time.
sword to Tobias. Would you mind?
Thank you. And
Thank you.
I'll start wiping it off with like my cloak. And just
Yeah,
the
exactly.
sword. Like, oh shit. Like,
Okay, great. Well, you know, that was lovely and dramatic, but I suppose now I'll do this instead. I'm gonna pull out the shovel and put the shovel into the mud.
I just nod. Like, yeah, that belongs.
Who told you about Ignis, pardon me? Getting my things confused.
I now speak to humans.
I pick him up and I drop him.
I'm not a human, in case you didn't notice.
You smell human.
Oh, I am not human, I assure you of that.
Hey,
born.
Answer the question.
I'm born worship Ignis. Olaswa.
Interesting. When were you born? How long ago was that? How old are you? How many years?
11 cycles.
He's a young one. Well, we need to know why these ogres, who you now see deceased. And I would point out, can you believe that happened with the ballista bolt?
It's insane.
It just the odds of that coming back down directly where he decided to sit. Incredible. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I got very off topic there. What was I talking about? What was?
Primordials.
Oh, right. Yes. Sorry. You've worked. worshipped 11 cycles, you said. Well, how long have your people, well, been in camp with the bearded one?
I don't know what you mean.
Oh, good. Different people. We've encountered an entirely different issue. Oh,
dear.
lovely. Well, that's good news.
Ogres only some week. You use week on surface, yes? Arbitrary number of days?
Oh.
Oh, he means like a week.
Yes, not weak as in
See,
frail.
that's
Yes. I'm glad you now know the...
No, ogres very strong. Not as strong as masters, but still quite strong. Very
So
tough,
the
easy to
masters,
manipulate.
Tell me about the masters.
Giants under the mountain.
Shit. That's a problem.
You'll never find your way in.
I know the mountain like you know your own hand.
You kind of see his like hands flex behind him where they're tied up. You mountain elf. You on top mountain, not in mountain.
Oh,
not
yes.
in the heat and the
So-
fire and the
But did
blessings.
you notice that I'm not on the mountain? Most of the mountain elves don't leave the mountain because they don't necessarily want to explore. They don't have the curious mind, but I do. You think I haven't explored the mountain? You think that wasn't where I went first? You think that I don't know your home?
I don't care about what you are.
I'm gonna pick up the little creature and hold it like to my face. I'm just gonna say, here's the situation. We have magic where we can kill you, bring you back, and force your spirit to talk. We can do that, or you can tell us where these giants are, and I will
That's
drop
true.
him on the ground.
Do you see the spirit walking back over there? Because I'm assuming he's still kind of lingering. We could do that to you, too.
I don't know the way back in. I'm not meant to go back. I
Why
guide
not?
ogres.
Where were you guiding the ogres?
Anywhere there are people to kill and smash.
Burwood's gonna pick up the shovel. And
I can tell you, there are many things happening.
go on. We're listening. Tell us everything. And
Not meant.
believe me, I will know if you are lying.
Tender of Embers rules under the mountain. He set up us to smash people and set halflings to make people ill. People sick, easy to smash. Sick because of the halflings. They send a suit to them
A suit.
of armor.
Do you know what he's talking about? Suit of armor. Explain.
It tells the halfling what to do. I know there's only one of them. It's all secret. It's all secret, because halfling not meant to interact with giant, but gives them treasure in return for the plague. The plague.
Elaborate.
So the armor's magical.
Ah, blessed with fires of Ignis.
Elaborate.
Walk, talk, tell, give instruction. Burn, burn.
Construct.
Oh.
Sneak into halfling city, tell halfling what to do. Halfling make people sick, people get sick. I tell ogre to smash, ogre smash sick people.
Oh, the people aren't sick anymore. We saw to that.
You see, he like tries to start scurrying away, but there's no way he gets more than like a foot. with you guys surrounding him. He just like kicks in the mud for a bit.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like press.
Now I will say,
into the dirt.
you remember,
Mm-hmm.
there were 2 more Neblings here that left when you started talking to the ogres.
Yeah.
They
They
kind
know
of
about
looks
us.
off in that direction.
Right.
There are probably more ogres too.
So we have to go after them. Do we
Oh, yeah.
bring this one back to the town and the prison?
Sure, why
Yes.
not?
Or do we kill him?
Oh no, we bring him back to prison. We need as much evidence against these traitors as possible.
Okay.
I'm gonna go like pull a stick off a tree and like kind of loop the end of it through his
To
like,
carry that.
and carry him like a hobo sack back.
Yep.
Straight up, last session I carried a goblin like a purse. So you got it. Like literally just threw him over his shoulder with his arms like this. It was great. It was a good time. So
Perfect.
this is becoming a theme for our party, and I'm happy about it.
His name Gucci.
See, now I feel bad because I've
Oh,
seen the
sure,
way
I think.
goblins.
Yeah.
They're weirdly cute.
Well, I've drawn goblins in color. They get less cute when I start putting the
That's
dirt
true, yeah.
and grime between their teeth and things.
Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, if we're keeping a captive, we should go back to town.
They already know about us, so I mean,
They know about you two. They may not have seen Vieric and I.
that's true.
For all we know, they watched the fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems kind of messed up that they would just watch their friends die, though.
I'm willing to bet they ran back.
Goblins are all cowards,
information.
right, buddy? Yeah, he gets
But
it.
for the record, again, these aren't goblins; they're neblings. Again, a cousin to goblins, but not the same. Distinct, very distinct, in fact.
I don't know. My cousin.
Yeah.
It's not really. When I say a cousin, I mean a cousin species. It's a difference of term there.
I'm
Cousins,
confused.
obviously,
What's a human cousin?
they're familial cousin, right? As opposed to
Mhm.
a cousin to humans would be a species that's very similar to humans, but not humans.
Like
Yeah,
elves.
we could do this. We could do this talk later.
Oh, we can walk and talk. I don't mind walking and talking. And
No, elves aren't humans.
no. Elves are slightly different. We
Oh,
come from a
okay.
different origin point.
But like, if my one cousin who got thrown out of his house, and their kid would be like an elf, who's my cousin.
Oh, but
Because-
is he? Did he marry an elf? And
yeah, that's why he got kicked out. So my cousin is an
Don't
elf.
have enough key points to cast silence.
Right. So just to confirm, your nephew then, or no, your second cousin, pardon me. No, we do it differently. Would be a half elf then.
Yeah,
Okay, that's more like a cousin to humans then, in that sense of the special terms.
he's literally my cousin.
Well, he's your second cousin. Your cousin is your cousin, but
But not
their
anymore.
son.
He's been removed, so he'd be
Well-
my cousin once removed.
Right. Yes. Shall we
Real
go back to
shit
town?
That one.
You get
We're
back
just
to
so-
town. I was just letting that happen because I was fascinated while horrified at the same time.
Oh, and I
Um,
loved the face. It was so good. It was so welcome. Thank you for that.
You exited via the north sort of gate to this town. Of course, the gate is not super impressive. It's a wooden gate. The walls are stone on the outside and turf on the inside, so there's kind of like a hill that goes up to the side of the wall, which is exactly why you can probably just stroll on in to the prison. You are good with all the guards, and you're like, this one, going in a cell. And they're like, and we'll take him from you and put you in a cell. I need
Be
some
gentle
coffee,
with him. He's
quite
barely
dramatically.
alive.
so we're gonna take another break. I feel like that conversation really, really reminded me how much I needed coffee.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
We'll be back in a second.